Welcome back, everyone. Today we're continuing our quest for United Colonies called, let me see, Friends Like These. So we need to speak with Deputy McIntyre. Let's do it. She's very close to us.
Excuse me?
TVC, these orders can't be... Yes. Yes,
Hello?
sir. Consider it done.
Are you still busy? Talk with me.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War, I think.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
What can you tell me about these codes? Can we forge them?
No. Each is a strip of several million random numbers generated on the fly based on biometric keys kept by each of the ambassadors on their person at all times. They're impossible to create without those keys, and those keys stay with the ambassadors, meaning we're accessing nothing if we can't get them on our side.
You think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack?
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Tell me about Ambassador Radcliffe of the Freestar Collective first.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
If Sam is any example of how stubborn the Freestar people can be, then I can imagine how difficult it must be dealing with this ambassador.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Think you're underestimating how delightful I am.
Huh. Well, if that's the case, I'll wait to be pleasantly surprised. But we do have one item up our sleeve. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince to work with you.
What can you tell me about this staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Radcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
That's all the info I need for the moment on Ambassador Radcliffe.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Okay. And now tell me about Ambassador Balmor of House Varun.
Ambassador Balmor's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmor stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Why? What's wrong with House Varun?
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Okay. That actually sounds pretty promising.
It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmor's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What do you do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Wait, has no one actually been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
What kind of life signs did you detect in the embassy?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind.
Be smart out there, Captain.
Okay.
Welcome back. Everything going well with the ambassadors?
I think I got
Good
everything
luck then,
from her.
Captain.
So she suggested we should go to the Radcliffe first. Let's see. Acquire the Freestar Collective Archival Code. Okay. That's the code.
Okay. Hello.
Let's see. Okay, so it's in the New Atlantis area. Good. It seems like this place was not affected by the Terrormorph attack. Everybody is relaxing in the evening. But maybe these
Maybe we should
three-star
stop for a
collectives
moment at the memorial.
are scared of it.
You know, to pay our respects.
Not-
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
We'll stay at the memorial maybe a little bit later. We have a mission to do. Okay, let's see.
You are a visitor?
Yep,
You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
easy peasy. Okay,
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
sure, whatever.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
Okay,
UC
Sarah,
never
do whatever.
fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We
Wait, I have an
a
idea.
strate-
Just before interacting with her, I think we need to use and let's see, Hippolyta 20% and the Paramore 25 persuasion chance, 25% for 10 minutes. Let's do it. And let's do a quick
Advantage to
save.
maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Okay,
Excuse me.
talk with me.
Are you supposed to be in here?
I am.
Sounds like it was a real mess.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here on behalf on United Colonies. We need the Freestar Collective's help.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Are you serious? There was just an attack on the city. You're really not going to help us?
No, Captain, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. What you experienced down there at the spaceport, I've lived that once before already. Fought tooth and nail as aliens rampaged in the streets of my home and others all throughout the collective. But my aliens were placed there by UC hands. So I'm not interested in anyone getting power like that ever again. The UC most of all.
But if I told you that terramorphs couldn't be weaponized, would that change your mind?
You have my answer. Now please take the hint.
Sure. Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Think, Ambassador, just hear me out.
I'm listening.
See. Innumerable lives may hang on your decision here.
The cost of being wrong is a high one.
So your response to a possible crisis is inaction. Great plan. The Terramorph Xenoweapons project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting.
Should I go for an easy one? Easier or harder one? How many lives are you willing to risk here because you have a grudge against UC?
It's possible
Nice.
I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Agreed.
Excellent. Follow me.
Okay. Our drug worked nicely for this persuasion check. Is there anything I can take from her room? Doesn't look like it. Without stealing. Okay, let's follow.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Code generators just this way. People often mistake rivals for enemies. We don't have to like each other to
Okay.
do the right thing.
What the hell is this? Vent lock. So it seems I need to go to the second floor. What now? Action. Acquire House Varun's archival code. Now we need to see if that Varun's guy is dead or alive. Let's go to him. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? Varun's embassy lobby. Okay. Let's see what do we have here. Our next objective is to acquire House Varun archival code. Let's see what we have. Some overgrown, abandoned office building.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Okay. Be there, power switch, throw switch. Sounds like we're listening for some kind of a robot. Okay. We need to find more power switches for this dude. I'll do it, I'll do it. Okay. Lobby security computer. No, it's locked. Let me open it. Okay. Oh, it's a turret control computer. Okay. Activate turrets. Sure. Update friendly foes. Recalibrate friendly foe settings. Protect current user. Very good. Okay, we got a turret. One or two turrets are helping us now. So there are 100% more enemies inside of this building. What the hell is this blue thing? Some toxin gas. And what's up with the sounds?
I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire
Shit.
life. It'd actually
What the hell is that? Varun Robot Model A. Okay. Weird looking robots. Oh shit. First enemy. Let's see. Which weapon is best against robots that I currently have? This one is 100% the best, but which one is the cheapest? Maybe the instigating bridger. I have 50 rounds on it. 54. Door. Oh. This is a friendly turret of ours. So another power switches probably at that pointer. Static.
You're done.
Ooh,
Damn it.
easy.
Might as well take what we can.
Permanently increases sneak bonus by 1% and melee sneak attack damage by 5. I'll take it. Living quarters, local system, computer. Uh-oh, somebody's attacking me behind. Okay, let me try hack it. Okay, we are in. You've been caught tampering. Okay. Robot control interface status active. Update friends and foes. Recalibrate friend foe settings. Okay. So I think I was attacked by these robots just before hacking the console. Two of them. Okay. Now I can sleep and regain health.
Get up and get going. We've got the stars to explore.
Okay, our persuasion buff got removed by sleeping. Let's see what else do we have. Random mannequins that has ammunition. Nova Blast Disruptor. It's an EM weapon. Maybe it's better against this robot. Let's try. It's not my specialty because I'm not specialized in EM weapons, but whatever. So, oh, there were 3 robots, okay. They should help me in this area at least. Nope, this weapon sucks. Okay. $200 credits. I'll take it. Looting all these robots with all the junk they have. Okay, let's follow. Oh. Let's go to this room. Okay, we got that level. Let's see. What do we want to increase today? Do I want to go into tech or science 3? Or maybe upgrade our weightlifting? Let's see. So, ballistics. I still haven't done the challenge for it. Not worth it. Rifle certification, particles, incapacitation, heavy weapons, strong grenades. I think my damage is good enough for now. Let's see. I think I'll upgrade this one. Astrodynamics. Unlock. Increase grow jump range of jump drives by 15%. So that's like a free upgrade to our ship grow jump, so we can go farther into the galaxy. And it's easy to unlock next one, I think. Okay. Make 5 grab jumps. Easy. And I chose the science because we need to upgrade a couple of the first skills to get the weapon into the second row for the spacesuit and weapon engineering. We'll need to get to these anyway. Conference room security. Okay, let me hack it. Alright. No signal. I destroyed those turrets.
Ooh, I hope the data
front
on
of
there
the
was
door.
worth all of the trouble.
But I'll take the experience. Okay. What's up with... Oh, the ventilation system of this building is taking care of this blue mist that we have here in here. So powering these are powering the ventilation too. Good. Static. Okay, it seems we need to go to the second floor, so what if I go in the lower section? I do a quick save. Let's go down. I think it's a dead end. Inaccessible. Okay. Never mind. Okay, we have 2 rooms. Okay, let's check this one first. More of these dead robots. I wonder who even attacked them. Some of them are alive, some of them are not. Okay, here's some robots in this area too.
Aha!
Turret and a robot. Got them. One more, I think. Easy.
I don't stock up on junk.
Easy peasy. What the hell is that? Lights glitching in my face. I don't know if this is the graphic in the game or my game is buggy. Alright. Okay, we have a cafeteria. And another computer. Advanced too. Let's open it too. Let's see, what do we have? Another turn control. Let's activate again. Recalibrate. Good. That guy that we need to find is probably a robot. Sure. Okay, so I think that inaccessible door in the basement is where we need to go now. At least this area is cleaner. The area doesn't have the funky particles floating in it. Okay, let me see. Basement floor. Yep. What kind of guardians are we talking about? Just regular robots that we have killed a bunch of times, or something bigger? Looks like a same type of robot. Maybe a little bit faster. Baron robot model S, different model. Okay. Easy. Okay, only 2 guardians. We're protecting this area. I kind of like this quest. It feels a little bit different from all the regular missions. Go shoot and kill. A little bit more intense. Oh, so he's a human. Okay, let me look around first. Wasn't there any more loot? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay.
So,
Talk with me.
seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Why was your voice so robotic in the intercom? You don't want to talk me. This instant, I'm going to loot everything. Just a sec. Do you have anything valuable? Coffee bags. Oh, everything is can be stolen, but this one is not. Varun ambassador suit. Sure, I'll take it. Fridge. Stolen stuff. Ooh. I think I can take these. Let's see. Corrosive calibrated Kraken. Okay, I'll take it. Credits. Carboxylic acid. Munition. I'll equip that. New weapon. Corrosive calibrated Kraken. Deals double damage when gun bashing. Not useful. Corrosive randomly deals corrosive damage. Sure. Let's equip it into slot 6. We need to change up our loadout once in a while. Okay, and everything else is not available for us to take. Would be stealing if we took anything else. Let's sleep for an hour.
It's about time. Come on, sleepyhead.
Okay, let's talk. Ambassador Kasrik Balmor.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack, then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
I don't think so. Did you say that thing pouring out clouds upstairs is called a venom tree? Is it poisonous?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls and release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
Let me guess, that sap of the tree gives a hallucinogenic drug of some kind. Okay, is that what happened here? A power surge?
I take it you didn't have such an experience where you were then, hmm? Yes, the entire embassy was thrown into lockdown, trapping me in my quarters, disabling the Venom Tree's filters, and arming the defenses. A disconcerting experience, to say the least. Was the rest of the city spared?
The spaceport is in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? and the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly?
Yep, correct. We're going to use the data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
Knowledge can't be evil. What about the knowledge of, say, a gunpowder?
A fine counterexample, responsible for the deaths of millions on ancient Earth. And fireworks? Absolutely capable of being put to violence, but not evil in itself. And here you are with a similar conundrum. I might be willing to support you if I knew I would not be tarnishing the legacy of House Varun by doing so.
You have my word. I will make sure it's used for good.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this man's integrity. He'll keep his word.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Okay. Let's get that access key then.
Let's hope it still works.
Armistice code machine.
And there. Let it be used for good. I will not have House Varun be known only for slaughter.
The Great Serpent. That's your god, right?
The Great Serpent is so much more than a god. It is fate itself. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark, and infuses our lives with the meaning the universe so often fails to provide.
What has been like being from House Varun in New Atlantis?
It was tolerable, even pleasant, when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, our iconography, our connection to the Serpent, they came with us. With my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent has always provided me a path in my darkest moments.
Why do you stay behind?
House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit, as is the right of all his followers.
So why did the rest of the embassy staff leave? Where did they go?
The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject.
Okay. Let's see. Our next objective is to return to the Deputy McIntyre, Interstellar Affairs. Okay. By the way, before going, there's a personal computer. If you want to read, there's the arrival document log, protest, a visitor, dinner, a test of faith, and silence. Oh, and there's more. Spies, and a surprising message. So if you want to read them, just pause the video.
Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
Oh, okay guys, so while I was running, let's see, what quest did I get? I think another faction quest, back to the grid. Apply for a job at a Ryuji Industries kiosk. So this kiosk, we'll do it later. So we have the 4th faction. I think there are 4 factions in the game. Well, we have 5 quests, but I think these are the same thing. Yep, Crimson Fleet, Crimson, 3-Star Collective, United Colonies, and Ryuji Industries. I have no idea who these are. Sounds and looks like a Asian groups of some kind. Okay.
Are you working toward that
I was
next
running
technological
earlier
leap?
around here, but
Then let
I
Ryujin
haven't
Industries
noticed
help you get there.
this kiosk.
Fill out an application today.
That it didn't even know that it had a faction attached to it. Good to know. Okay, we are back at the United Colonies Office of Interstellar Affairs. Let's talk
Yes?
with that woman. Hello, deputy.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Balmer's alive thanks to your truly, and yes, I got his code.
You saved him. You Vanguard really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Okay, so now we have 3 access cards, I think. Report to the Armistice Archives. Okay. I think I have seen where they are. How did I miss this? Nova Galactic Panel Route 3 permanently reduces fuel needed for a grav jump by 1%. I'll take it.
There may be UC soldiers in the archives, but any missteps down there, and it's not you they're gonna be helping.
Okay, let's go to these archives. Hello? Alright. Armistice Archives. Safeguard Pass. Sure.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Here?
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay, I need to get to the Unit 18. Sure, let's put it in. You see archival code removed. 3-star archival code removed. And the Varun one.
Unlocking. You may proceed, Captain.
Sure. Now we need to find the Unit 18. the only one we can access, it seems. Terramorph data added. So this was that easy. Return the data. Okay. So thanks for the information, I guess. And we are back. As usual, we need to meet with the deputy.
There you are. Captain?
Oh,
Deputy told me what
Adrian.
went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Sure.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Let me ask more questions. Is the answer to stopping more attacks really in there?
You're carrying the most comprehensive collection of information on terramorphs in the known universe. If we can't pry an answer out of there, it likely doesn't exist. Certainly doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but we're not going to know until Percival and I dig in, so whenever you're ready.
Actually, let me take care of one other thing. Nope. Major, you may take possession of the terramorph data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain,
Okay.
if you'll follow me.
Percival's already getting the Devil's HQ online, so we can hit the ground running.
It's time to become the UC, United Colonies citizen. Where's my house? I need
Hey.
a area where I can put my stuff and my ship. What? New Atlantis. Okay. What? Are we up on the balcony? Oh, nice view. How high are we?
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
This doesn't mean I can be a citizen elsewhere, does it?
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your place in the United Colonies, it's yours.
Remind me again, why did I want to become a citizen?
Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining.
Ooh, I like credits. I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I really got to do all that. Yes, I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office
5,000.
out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Ask it for me by name? Who are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it?
I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Ooh, 9,600 credits plus.
Everything you see down there is highly classified.
Let's see. I think it's a good place to pause the video because we completed the friends quest and we're now going to do the devils you know. So I hope you enjoyed watching my playthrough. I hope it was useful in any way. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next part. We'll be doing the continuation for our faction quest. So bye everyone.